Hey, Wild One-ers. It's me, Rapin. Obviously. Well, maybe not obvious, because I haven't fucking made a video in a long ass time. I know I seem a bit, miffed, I guess. For those who don't know what miffed is, it's upset, basically. So, anyway. Um. Yeah. The reason I haven't been posting for a while is because since my last video that I had posted, I've been fairly distracted with social life. Yeah, I had a social life for a little bit. Excuse me. I'm not gonna even excuse that one. That one was fucking weak. Anyway, I've been distracted since then, and then my social life kind of dwindled when I got into a relationship with a man named Olive. I will not disclose his last name nor his birth name. Anyway, anyway, it was an abusive relationship. I'd slowly discovered that it was really abusive, and I became morose. Morose means very depressed, in case you were wondering. Anyway, yeah, I became very distant from the world. He would trap me at his house a lot. Just emotionally, not physically, because, well, I'm stronger than him, and plus, well, he's a defab man. Defab means designated female at birth. Yeah, anyway. Well, it's not, the reason, because I'm, I mean, well, anyway, that, and he claims to have fibromyalgia, and he doesn't really exercise, anyway. But yeah, he emotionally abused me to the point where, I was trapped at his house for a long time. And he would, always, hover over me, wondering what I'm doing. He would freak out every time I try to leave his place. Even to just go to school. Yeah. And, he got me, okay, brief history. I was a minor alcoholic. Minor alcoholic. Because I was a minor at the time that I used to be an alcoholic. I was 15, and I dealt with, mild alcoholism, is, I guess, what I should have said. Anyway, so back to the story I'm telling you guys, which is a true story. Um, yeah, he would get me drunk on frequent occasions, but it got to where I would just pass out. And this lasted from March 29th to about April 12th, I think. Yeah. Um, I don't know. It was just this Wednesday that just passed, like a few days ago. Um, yeah. So I was stuck at his place like frequently for extended periods of time. And yeah. And so this one recent Wednesday night, um okay, I'm going to warn you that this may be a bit triggering for anyone who's a sexual assault victim. This night, recent Wednesday night, I tried to leave his place because he really upset me for like the last time, and so he started crying, and I get helpless when someone I'm close to starts crying. And so I ended up crying, and then he offered me alcohol, and he told me to keep drinking until I drank about this much of a 15% bottle alcohol bottle of wine. And I that's when after that he took advantage of me. And yeah, I remember like I was awake through the whole night and all the next day. So it was Thursday night that I broke up with him. And so anyway, when I was at school on Thursday, the Thursday the 12th, yeah, because Friday the 13th happened just recently, just this month actually. Yeah, yeah. Okay, my brain's a bit fried because I can't seem to escape being abused by people. Anyway, so when like I was sobered up at school because I drank a lot of water and I had coffee too before going to school. I realized that I had burn been burnt on my left nipple, um, and I have welts on my back from a flogger because I had remembered bits and pieces of what happened, and yeah. Needless to say, he date raped me, and all I can say is that if I'm going to do dirty things with someone, I do not want alcohol involved. for anyone out there wanting to get with me. I've already experienced standard rape, but that was when I was 6, but I don't have much time in this video, so I'm not gonna go into that. And so Thursday night, I just decided to leave the stuff that I left there, which was stuff that can be replaced easily. And I dumped him through Facebook and blocked him. For those of you who know me on Facebook, you probably know who exactly I'm talking about. And I don't want you guys to, those who are on my social media accounts as my friends, I do not want you to freak out over this. But I felt the need to talk about it. But yeah, so anyway, the point I'm making is damn it, I lost it. It'll come back in a second. But yeah, so I dumped him on Facebook, blocked him, and then I talked to my crush and found out that she has feelings for me too. And this was like after I opened up to her about like what happened. And I ended up telling her that I'm in love with her. And yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so that's a happy thing. My crush actually likes me back. That shit usually only happens in my sleep, like when I'm dreaming. But anyway, I'm going to see her next Saturday, I think. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna have a cool time. Like we usually do when we hang out. And yeah. Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, my point is that if you're going to get into a relationship, get to know the person better before you actually say, hey, I want to date you. And have it be a monogamous relationship. Monogamy is like basically where you're dating only that person and you have sex with just that person. And yeah. But anyway, also do not drink alcohol if offered, especially if you have just been made upset by your significant other. With that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night or whatever when you see this. Whenever you see this. I love you, all of you guys. Like, yeah, all of you guys are wonderful. And, well, yeah. Yeah, that being said, just keep being you. Boob squeeze.